Annie was about to take a shower when two thugs suddenly appeared, grabbed her, and threw her onto a yacht. Before she could react, they tossed her into the deep sea. Her ankles were shackled with heavy chains. Swimming back up was impossible. She quickly lost oxygen and began to suffocate. But after 2.5 minutes, her eyes suddenly snapped open. She managed to free herself from the chains and swim to shore. Spotting the two attackers nearby, she rushed forward and overpowered one of them. Before she could question him, the second rushed in, only to be beaten down by Annie as well. But then she realized something shocking. These two weren't the ones who had kidnapped her. Frustrated, she went back home. Yet the memory of what happened underwater haunted her, and she decided to test her suspicion. Filling the bathtub with water, Annie lay down inside, holding her breath for several minutes. Bubbles suddenly escaped her mouth, and then she started breathing underwater. Even she was stunned. Just then, her brother Mark walked in, equally shocked to see her alive. After all, he was the one who had chained her and thrown her overboard. Why hadn't she drowned? It turned out Annie had stumbled upon a large stash of cash hidden on their fishing boat, money no fisherman could ever earn in a lifetime. When she confronted Mark, he admitted he had been running drugs. Hearing this, Annie was furious. Their father had left the family inheritance to Mark, hoping he would carry it forward honorably. Instead, he had used it for crime. Enraged, Annie decided to go to the police, only to have Mark nearly kill her. That's when she learned of a local legend. People born with a rare mutation, able to breathe underwater and even control it. Realizing she possessed this power, Annie began using it to secretly save people at sea. But soon, scientists captured her to test whether mermaids were real. They locked her in a bathtub and filled it with seawater. Within minutes, Annie was completely submerged. After holding her breath for 2.5 minutes, she let out a guttural roar. Instead of drowning, she exhaled bubbles and began breathing underwater again. Seeing her survive, Jason opened fire, unloading round after round. But Annie dodged every bullet with inhuman speed, emerging completely unharmed. When he reloaded and prepared to fire again, Annie let out another roar. Jason's mind collapsed into chaos. Drawn uncontrollably toward her, he plunged headfirst into the tub. But unlike Annie, he had no gift for breathing underwater. Within moments, he drowned.